Feud is? All right. Celebrities are different. You know what Family Feud is?
What?
Family Feud is the radio shows that take callers with people that have no idea how to be on radio.
Yes.
And it just sounds awkward and out of time.
Yes.
That's Family Feud.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair. Which I'm okay with. I like when people embarrass themselves. It's hilarious.
That is true. Or embarrass Steve Harvey.
That would be your type of humor. I don't have much use for that.
It's because it's just funny.
Do you also like Woody Allen?
No.
I have such a hard time with Woody Allen.
I don't do
No.
that.
I've had friends that
Woody
he was
Allen.
the pinnacle of their entertainment experience, and I didn't understand it.
Why does this friend sound familiar?
Woody Allen is the guy who wears the glasses,
Super self-deprecating.
always talking to the camera.
Isn't he on the zombie one?
No,
Zombieland?
that's Woody Harrelson.
That's Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Allen is the guy with the
Woody,
glasses.
Woody Allen was Seinfeld before Seinfeld,
Yeah,
I have no
but
idea.
worse.
I'm-
Way worse.
I feel like if I saw
super
a picture-
self-deprecating.
yeah. He's got
Like,
dorky glasses.
all negative slapstick, just not entertaining.
Broke the fourth wall a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy his movies. I don't enjoy his humor. Nothing.
Didn't he also do that thing?
Sure.
Wasn't he in jail or something?
Woody Allen, maybe.
Yeah. Didn't he?
He married his stepdaughter.
Yeah,
at
that's
some
right.
point.
That's
Yeah,
what he did. Yeah. He what's the joke? He grew his own wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
If that just happened.
What are they gonna do? Fucking cancel me? Go ahead. Try it.
Oh my god. All right. What do you guys got going on?
You're looking at it, man. This is my life right here.
The cigar shop?
Cigar shop's my life.
That's fair.
I worked most of my weekend fixing M, the old '69 Chevy Custom 10.
We said you order a starter.
The solenoid went out, so I had to, bought a brand new solenoid to replace the old one that's on the starter, so I can keep most of it original still. So the old one works, just need a new solenoid. Now it kicks in.
So what else is breaking?
But I was looking at it, and like the wiring that they did on that, it's like hodgepodge. Like it's a bunch of different wires that they took, like screw nuts.
See, I kind
and
of
put on
feel
there.
like it's far enough gone at this point that you can just drop in like a 350 and call it a day.
You're not wrong. There's already a 350 in there,
Oh, see, you go bigger.
like a 454.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I have enough room.
454.
Yeah, dude, those old trucks were cavernous.
The problem is, me and my dad argue about it all the time. I'm like, I want to put a bigger engine. He's like, no, we're going to keep it original. What it has in it is what it stays. I'm like, all right. He's like, when I'm dead, you could do it. I'm like, the plan's all coming together.
Hey, you should have these biscuits. Do they taste sweet?
No, but I mean, listen, the all original thing works for a while, but if you're running into hodgepodge wiring,
Yeah.
I just figure I'd replace the wiring at some point.
Well, you
Okay.
know, you can do that. There's a website you can go to and tell them what engine you have, and they'll send you a brand new wiring harness with every wire labeled, and it's already taped together.
Isn't
Really?
that
All you got to
LMC?
do is plug it in, and you're good to go.
Isn't that the LMC guys that do all the Chevy stuff, or is that
Yeah,
a
I
different
think
one?
I think the Chevy guys do it, but there's another web. They just did it on Donut. They were replacing a motor, and the guy's like, "Oh, I just ordered this thing from off the internet, and they sent me the whole wiring harness ready to go."
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "Oh, that makes wiring 100 times easier." Than it
that
has
makes
to
it
be.
way better.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I ran
but
into the
you know, LS motor, LS crate motor, drop 30 grand.
cherry bombs,
Yeah,
straight piped,
Resto mod, baby, let's go.
screaming down the highway.
Pumping 700 horsepower out the back.
I mean,
wheels.
your first job would be to scream by your dad's house.
I would do it. I'd park right there and just start revving it. Wake up. Time to get up, old man.
6 o'clock in the morning, he's out there just doing donuts, just burning tires. Just
It's a lot harder to do with a 3 on the tree.
It's fair.
not with that kind of motor.
Fair. Just gun it and just,
Fuck, dude, you'd never be out
Hook
of
the
first gear.
nope. It wouldn't have to be.
Yeah, we'd just be first gear the whole time.
That was that stupid Charger my buddy had. He could smoke the tires at almost any speed.
Yeah,
I want a
Doesn't
Charger
matter.
so bad. And I've been looking at cars on Facebook Market a lot again, and like I'm looking at a lot of Mustangs. There's a 65. There's a 66.
nah, man.
You know, I always wanted one of those as a kid,
what's that?
and then I realized it didn't fit.
A Mustang?
Yeah.
You're too big.
Yeah, I'm
Old
too
school
tall.
Mustang?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
too tall.
Really?
Yeah. 6 foot's pretty much the limit.
We'd have to basically take the seat out, redo the seat, push it back so he can sit down with his legs entirely in the vehicle,
Yeah.
and still worry about headspace.
Like Police Academy.
Yeah, like Police Academy. Strip out the front seat, sit in the back.
Yeah, we can just rip out the front. I was joking, but okay.
This is a shack resto mod for you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I did forever as a kid. I was like, that's the car. And then I realized that I didn't fit.
My mom keeps telling me she wants a 64 and a half Mustang. That's a convertible, and I keep telling her, I'm like, they don't have that, and if they did, they cut the roof off, and
You don't want it.
yeah.
Yeah. What was it? It's 65, right?
There's a 64 and a half Mustang, and then it goes straight to the 65 and the 65 Fastback.
Yeah, but the 65 had the convertible.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it's 65.
I
you
thought that's
sure?
when it came out in 66.
I was thinking it was 66.
Was it 66?
I was, yeah.
My mom had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had the cherry apple red.
I was thinking it was 66.
Which is what they want. I don't know what it is. My mom wants the same one, cherry
Oh,
apple
no,
red.
dude. That metallic Carolina blue.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's the answer in a
That's
Mustang.
good. That's a good color.
Yeah.
That's a good color.
I kind of like the Bumblebee yellow. Kind of outplayed.
I
I got
can't
it.
even talk to you anymore.
It's okay.
Oh, no.
You don't have to talk to me. I can just talk at you right now. It's
No,
fine.
you know, actually, I can just do this, and then it's just fine. It's just me and you, Eileen.
Dude, there's only a handful of cars that yellow is acceptable for.
Camaros,
Maybe the Mach 1 would be better with the
Volkswagen,
yellow.
Beetles.
No, I've never seen it okay on a Mustang. Camaros.
Yep.
Beetles.
Beetles.
Maybe that's what I was
Old
thinking.
CJ5s.
Yes.
I'll buy it in a
Old
CJ5.
CJ5. Yep.
And then, Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
Lamborghinis, of course.
And Ferrari if you can't afford the red.
What about the Corvettes?
Ferrari's got to be,
Red.
yeah.
Corvette.
Yeah, the new Corvettes are starting to look like the
No,
Ferraris.
if you're in the
and-
Corvette, it has to be in an obnoxious color like sunburst orange,
I was looking at a
or that
Firebird as
Corvette
well.
blue. You know.
But
Yeah, that blue's pretty good.
that blue, yeah.
So when you guys were talking about the red vehicles, I was thinking American Graffiti. And I thought the red Mustang with convertible, but it wasn't. It was a red Corvette.
Okay. Take your word for it. Never seen it.
Little
American
red
Graffiti?
Corvette.
Never seen it.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I've actually watched it all the way
I tried to
through.
watch it one time.
Oh.
I believe that's George Lucas's first film.
I don't know if it's his first film.
Or
It's
one
the
of them.
film that
The
got him
first.
Star Wars.
Yes.
Wait, so it's not the one with the skinhead, is it?
No.
No?
I thought his first film was that sci-fi short that he did.
Well, there's the THX.
Yeah.
Is the first film, but I think the first major motion picture film
Was American
is
Graffiti.
American Graffiti. I think
believe
that's
that.
him and. Is it him and Spielberg did that together?
What is it? I don't know.
I always forget.
Is Richard Dreyfuss in that film?
Yes.
Okay.
It's terrible. Is
that why you don't like it?
It's just terrible.
No, I have no problem.
No, it's just terrible.
Honestly, dude, like one of the all the feels movies you'll ever watch is Mr. Holland's Opus
What?
with Richard Dreyfuss. I think it's Richard Dreyfuss. Not Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss.
I don't think I've heard
Never
of this
heard of that
movie.
one. Yeah.
It's a lot, dude. It hits you like Shawshank hits you,
Well,
because it basically takes this guy through his entire life,
Hmm.
like young teacher, like all the way through. He's a music teacher at a school.
okay.
And it walks you through all these generations of classes, and then it finishes with like him putting on an orchestra with like all ages of students that have come through his classes, and then all the way to like his death.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow. I don't think I've seen that one.
I haven't.
And I mean, when I saw it, I was probably like 13 or 14.
What year did this come out?
It was a like early 90s ish, I think.
Only like teacher one I really remember was like Finding Forrester, or Goodwill Hunting.
Sister Act 2.
Yeah, no, this one's
Sister
like
Act.
just trying to punch you in the heart like every chance
Oh,
it
it's a
gets.
feel. It's a
Okay.
feels. It's a
Oh
real,
yeah, yeah,
real
no, that's
feels
its
movie.
it's whole point.
We love Fields movies, don't we, Casey?
We do seem to watch a fair number of them. It's kind of
We
weird.
do.
This is like the guy's version of The Notebook, because it walks through like his achievement and how that carries through your life, and then like how it winds down and other people start to take your positions and do your job, and then you start to fade away, and then that's it.
Yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
That's kind of how For the Love of the Game was. Like that's, you know.
Still haven't seen it.
I don't know how you haven't seen. You've seen like every baseball movie ever.
I have not. I've seen some of the good ones.
Yeah, La Sandlot.
Yeah, Sandlot, good one.
Great
Angels
one.
in
Best
the
one.
outfield.
Shut your whore mouth.
I should have led with that one. I was looking for that face. You got it first, Casey.
Bull Durham,
Bull Durham's great.
the rookie.
Bull Durham's probably the most like baseball, especially in the minor leagues.
You said the rookie. Are we
The
talking
rookie?
the rookie of the year or the rookie with the
No,
kid?
no. Which one?
Oh, the rookie, because then there's rookie of the year. They're two different movies.
The
Yeah.
rookie's the adult guy
Yes.
that
Rookie of the
magically
year
can
is the
throw like
kid.
97.
Yeah, with Eastwood, isn't that
Yeah.
one right?
No.
No, that's Trouble with the Curve.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think the one you're talking about has now I can't get his name.
No, the rookie's the kid who throws ridiculously good fastballs.
Yeah, because he slips on a baseball and it fractures his shoulder or dislocates it or
Yeah,
something.
but it's not a kid, is it? He's like an adult.
The rookie of the year is the adult.
Rookie of the year is it?
I believe so.
Wow.
Hey,
now I'm
look,
getting them confused.
we got to Google.
Someone go to the Google machine.
What else is in Major League?
Yeah, made good one.
Major League 2?
Which
Back to the minors?
Oh, you knock it off. That's almost as bad as
That's
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack 2, I know.
One of the best baseball movies ever, followed by one of the worst. Caddyshack is not even close. Best golf movie ever made, followed by the worst golf movie ever made.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rookie is the one
Hartunians.
with Dennis Quaid. And
Yeah.
rookie of the year is the one with the kid.
The kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rookie's the one Dennis Quaid. Okay. Yeah. And then you get For the Love of the Game. It's not bad.
I just haven't seen it.
It's not bad. I think you'd like it.
I wasn't much of a baseball player.
You
It
don't
was,
have to be a baseball player to watch baseball movies.
it was golf or football, and mainly golf.
I wanted to be golf.
Football movies are easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Remember the Titans.
Yeah, the program.
We Are Marshall, the program.
Yeah,
Any Given Sunday. I like
that
the
sums up.
beach.
You know, my mom had friends
Day.
on that team.
Draft Day. There you go. Draft Day's good too.
Draft Day is really good.
Which team?
The Marshall team that died in the plane crash. So
Oh, yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
Marshall's only like, as the crow flies, maybe 20 miles from where my mom grew up, across the state line. But kids from her, like she was a sophomore when that happened, I think. And she had friends from when she was a freshman. They were seniors. They went and played on the team, and were in the crash.
Oh.
Yeah. That movie gets you in the feels.
I can
Yeah.
believe it.
That's a good feel.
Partly because it's a legitimate story.
yeah,
Based on a
and
true
it's played really well. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
No, it is.
No.
No, We Are Marshall was good.
Yeah, I like when they go to the other school because they run the veer. He's like, "What do you want? You just want to go there and ask them for their playbook?" He's
West
like,
Virginia, I
"Sure."
think, is where they went.
Yeah, he's like, "Sure, why not? Let's go." They're like, "Oh, yeah, no, you guys take a look at the whole thing. That's fine. Go ahead."
Yeah.
And then those two players come in. They got the Marshall like logo on the back of their helmets, and it's like, that's pretty top notch. It's like the first time you're like, "Oh, there's some feels in this movie."
Yeah. No, that was a big deal. I mean, you lose your whole team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, crazy.
There was a show I've been trying to watch, and I can't find it anywhere. Casey,
What show?
you might be able to help me.
What show are you trying to watch?
Harley and the Davidsons. It's a short series about 6 hours long,
Okay,
and it came out in 2016, and I've looked almost everywhere.
Harley and the Davidsons.
Correct. It said something about Apple TV, and I'm like, I don't know if it's on there or not.
Probably on Apple TV then.
Well, no, because like it said iTunes. It didn't say Apple TV. It just said iTunes, and I couldn't find it on iTunes. And then I looked on Vudu. They don't have it. It pops up,
Did you try
but you can't rent it
Pluto?
or buy it. I haven't tried Pluto. I don't think I have that at home.
Pluto's free. Everybody has it.
Well, I just haven't downloaded it onto my.
Yeah.
my
I
other one.
immediately thought of whatever it was in the Marlboro Man.
Harley Davidson, the Marble Man.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke, and
I thought about
Bruce
watching
Willis?
that one too, and I've seen
that's a fucking classic. That's a classic. Mickey Rourke is just Mickey Rourke.
When
in
did that
one.
come out?
Fuck, like 87, I think.
Okay.
Bruce Willis still had hair, so you can judge when it is. It's pre-Die Hard. But possibly after was it the Honeymooners? Was that the one he was on?
Yeah, that sounds
Or
right.
the Moonlighters? Moonlighters?
I don't know.
I got your Harley and the Davidsons
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
The one that I don't have.
The one you
Nice.
don't have.
That's a shame.
I know, right?
Yeah, sucks to be you.
Almost
Dis-
like nobody wants
disappointment's
to
a
get
bitch.
Netflix anymore.
I want to drop Netflix, if I'm being honest.
I haven't picked it up because I don't want to get it.
Yeah,
Did you start watching Apple TV?
no, I haven't. What can I put that on? Can I put it on my computer?
Yeah.
Just
Right,
like
right.
my,
Just you should have the Apple TV app on your laptop.
but you don't need an Apple computer?
No.
'Cause I don't watch TV on my laptop.
Yeah, no, you can. You can just go to the appletv.com
Okay.
and then log in
Okay.
and then watch whatever.
I mean, it's
Because
really
you need to watch
inexpensive.
Ted Lasso.
I
God
know.
damn it!
I've only watched like 6 episodes.
I know.
I've only watched the ones that we watched in here so far.
Fucking show. I love that show so much. I've watched it 3 times already.
I know you have.
Oh my god.
You're a
Well,
huge
what do you
fan of
what do you have
football.
going on? What do you have
So-
questions about right now?
So
Everything.
I don't know about questions, but right now I'm researching Harley and the Davidsons, and I said Netflix earlier.
That was a lie.
It says also no, it doesn't necessarily. It's a lie.
I lied.
But Prime Video, you can rent or buy for like $5.
I tried. It's not on there.
Really?
It comes up unavailable.
The
okay.
lie detector results say
You are
that was a
not the-
lie.
That was a lie.
The Maury Povich show?
Not
So I
yet.
was about to say you are not the father.
Oh my God, that's right.
Those were terrible.
Those are the best. Right,
No,
right
they-
next to Jerry Springer.
The best was Jerry Springer.
Oh,
Yes,
hands down.
hands
That's
down.
why there's a Pluto channel specifically for Jerry Springer.
Is there?
Yes.
That makes perfect
If
sense.
you ever feel down, just put the Jerry Springer channel on. Your life is 100 times better.
And that's on what? Pluto?
Pluto, yeah. Pluto's got, because it's got commercials, so it's got everything. But they
Fair.
have a whole channel. Like, I watch the Cops channel because at least you can still watch Cops.
Of course.
And then I watch Jerry Springer one every now and then just because I'm like, oh, well, who slept with who today? And it's like, I've been having an affair with this person for 5 months. I'm a man. What do you mean you're a man, Jerry? You're just like,
how many years was he on TV for?
dude, till he died.
20
Yeah.
something, 30
Yeah,
something.
till he died. There's,
It
I
was
think
still
there's-
on when he passed away?
He was still
Yeah.
doing live shows.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's amazing. The best one's the one with the clan. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
yeah.
Because that's just hilarious. I'm like, first of all, where'd you find these Grand Dragon Masters to come out of nowhere?
Yeah, like,
And
who's willing
sit
to
in
do
a
this in
crowd-
public now?
Yeah, and they sit in a crowd of people who are just booing the shit out of them the whole time. It's amazing.
Yeah, dude, it was him and that head of security that he had forever.
Yeah, the big, tall
Ex-cop.
ex-cop dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed that
Do
guy.
you guys
really did.
realize he died in April of 23?
Yes, and
Yeah.
he was still doing,
was
his show was
recent.
still going.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was still going.
I think he started in the 90s or the late 80s, early 90s. Because that was the big TV show blow up, right? It was Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, Ricky Lake, fucking Regis and Kelly.
Yeah.
You know, those were all like the daytime shows.
No, but it wasn't Regis and Kelly then.
Oh, it was Regis and
Kathy Lee.
Kathy Lee.
Kathy.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's right. Ugh. You seen her recently?
No.
Oh, she. Oh my God,
She's
Judging
all
by that
tore
sound, I
up.
don't
she
think I
is.
want
She
to
is
see.
tore up. Like plastic surgery did her wrong in many, many ways.
There's a lot of bad plastic surgery in the world,
Yeah, there is.
if I'm being honest.
Wait, did Regis die?
Did he? I don't know.
I thought he was still alive.
I thought he just retired.
Oh, okay, maybe. I liked when he hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Although Clarkson does a really good job too.
Did they kick him off that show?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
They did the same thing. They were like, "Look, we're not going to hire him anymore." And then they were like, the ratings for the BBC version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire just tanked. And they went, "Hey, so would you come back?" And he was like, "Of course I would."
Dude.
Fucking Bellins.
I mean, until they had this latest crew
Oh,
on
he did
Top
die.
Gear. Did he?
July 25th, 2020.
Okay.
Regis.
Yeah.
Until the last 3 guys, and who knows if that's going to continue now. But until the last 3 guys on Top Gear, there was a solid like 6 or 7 years where the BBC was
Hurting.
the worst decision they ever made was firing the Top Gear guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody tuned in.
Well, remember now they didn't fire him.
Yeah, he resigned or whatever.
They just didn't renew his contract,
yeah.
and then the other guys didn't renew their contracts.
Yeah, they tried,
Yeah.
which
Oh.
amazed me that they thought those guys were going to stay. Did they not realize how close they are?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, that many seasons, them together.
22 years
Traveling.
together
Yeah.
doing TV. Yeah,
Traveling the
you're gonna
world.
be,
And they
you're
went
gonna
to
be
those
friends.
guys' house and they're like, yeah, so we still want you to do the show. And they're like, yeah, but we can't.
Yeah, because you're not going to bring Jeremy back.
Yeah.
We're good. Andy,
Also-
Andy Whelan already offers us jobs, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Amazon's going to pay us a lot of money. Like, a lot of money.
Fucking yeah, they did. So much. Those contracts had to be stupid.
My
I'm sure.
favorite
they were.
one-
Sorry.
So my favorite one's still the episode with Firebird and the engine fall. The rear
axle?
The axle.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
The Top Gear episode.
Dude, he's running like trying to run a quarter and just dumps the whole rear axle. Like the car just throws up in the air.
And like you look at it afterwards and you just see it was just held up by wire anyways.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, the best part, like the look on his face when it happens, because this is a car guy, and he's like, "I don't know what that was."
I didn't know that was possible.
Then he gets out and looks.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, the other two guys are just dying on the side of the road.
Dude, the first time I watched that episode, I was dying equally as much as they were. I was like, "Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious!" He was so proud about that car too. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Was keyword.
Keyword
Little did you know.
was Firebird convertibles.
Oh my God. Will, how many days are we out from ski season?
We are 27. No,
Yes.
we are 29. Today's the 18th. We open the 17th of November. So we're exactly 30 because there's an extra day in October. So we're 30 days away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Casey, how does that make you
Fancy.
feel?
I don't give a shit.
I don't believe that.
I mean, it sucks if I'm gonna have to start driving in snow again. That's
You're immediately gonna be making fun of people walking in here in
with
ski
the
jackets.
with the ski jackets and the puffies and look
And
at
then
me.
they go into
I'm
the
so,
humidor.
I'm so cool wearing my rented ski equipment. I'm gonna walk around in it
I legitimately don't know how people walk into that humidor in puffies.
Right.
because they're cold.
It's cold in that humidor. 80
They're-
degrees.
They're from where it should be 70 all the time.
I
But
mean,
it's 70 in there.
Yeah, so they feel like they're at home.
I think one gal came in. We told her, "Hey, you might not want to wear that puffy into the humidor," and she goes, "Oh no, I'll be fine." And like she walked in like less than a minute,
Yep, turns right around.
30
Yep.
seconds probably. She turned around, came out, and goes, "Oh, it's warm in there." It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's Florida,
Kind of supposed to be.
70 degrees and 70% humidity.
But I guess that's
All the
you know
time.
when you don't know, you don't know, and we do get a fair amount of people that don't know when they come in.
No, most of the people that walk in here are 2 or 3 times a year cigar smokers.
Right.
Yeah.
What? You have to keep them humidified?
You don't say.
That's just tootin' weird.
Well, you probably don't if you're in a state where that accent is from, Casey, because the humidity is probably high enough.
already high enough. Yeah.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Florida.
Those are the brick floor
Texas.
humidors.
So
Just pour water on them every day and you're fine.
So I just saw an article, a short article on snow brains
Yeah.
about the steepest run in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay. It's in Colorado, right? It's
It
that
is.
crazy ass inbounds run that.
It's at Crested Butte.
Yeah.
And it's called Rambo. Mm-hmm. And they said you're dodging. First of all, you're hanging on for dear life when you drop in, and then
Wait,
you got to avoid the trees, the rocks, the stumps.
Yeah, it's never got full coverage.
And
And then, of
yeah,
course, you got to avoid the Chinese military
well,
and the Vietnamese.
I mean, how do you run that out? Because they say below all of that, right, is a mogul field.
Yep. Just full of landmines.
Yeah, but no one.
Oh, God.
Have you seen videos of people doing it?
No,
No one skis it.
I'll bet.
I mean, not really.
Was it just a side to side
It's
thing?
a bunch of like jump stops and then skiing across to the next like open lane between the trees and the crap. And
So
then they,
struggle.
you run like 10 yards and then another jump stop and
Hey, it's tough. It'd be a tough 55 degrees. I mean, come on.
Send it.
That's
YOLO.
that's- I think some of the chutes at Rose are steeper than that.
no.
I think a couple of them are.
On Mount Rose?
The chutes at Rose aren't technically inbounds. That's the steepest inbounds run.
Okay.
Oh, so
fair enough.
you're breaking the law
Fair
over there.
enough.
Yeah. I would bet there's a significant portion of the cirque that's steeper than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cirque's gnarly.
No doubt. No doubt. I mean, the nice thing about the two mountains that you just said is that those runs do get coverage.
Yes.
So that's a
Well-
win. That's a big win.
The cirque always has granite outcroppings.
Okay.
That's one of the it's never got full coverage because of the way it's set up.
But you're usually launching off those, right?
Yeah, or going around them. Like there are lines that go through that have full coverage.
Oh, okay.
But you can't just like I'm going that way. Like the Cirque's steep enough that it has legitimate cliffs.
Right.
There's
There's those runs.
Can you full send it off Mount Rose
off the chutes.
down to 580?
Yep. 580.
Yeah, could you theoretically just
Go out
send
of
it?
bounds.
No, because it gets lower than Gardnerville.
Oh, so you'd run out of snow.
It's really rare they have coverage all the way into Washoe Valley.
Oh, okay. Because that'd be a hell of a run.
This last snow, maybe.
I mean, theoretically, you could.
Okay.
There's spots. Yeah, you could, theoretically you could. If you went down, you'd have to drop the road.
Yeah.
So you'd have to cross the road.
You would?
Yeah. Because there's that one road that goes across the face, almost all the way across Mount Rose. There's that little smaller lodge that's on the Washoe Valley side.
The one that like got the big cliff on the side,
Yeah.
and you take it to get to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you'd be on the other side of that road.
Well, you'd have to drop that road.
Yeah.
If you didn't drop that road and you went down like the slide face,
Yeah.
because Mount Rose is actually on Slide Mountain, it's not on Mount Rose.
Okay.
If you went down by the slide face, there'd be a long walk out
Ah.
because there's a bunch of land there.
Okay.
If you wanted to, you could if you dropped it over the road that goes to that parking lot
Yeah.
far enough north, you could go all the way down into like Montreux,
Oh.
like Galena.
Okay. You could full send it that
But
way.
there's one ridge that you would have to know where to be on the right side of.
Oh. It's one of those.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be hiking out a long way.
And it's totally out of bounds.
Well, I figured it was, but I was just like, you know what? Could you full send it from right there? That'd be kind of fun.
That's long.
And they rarely have enough coverage down there.
Yeah, no, you'd have to
That's
be
like an
the
extra
perfect-
1,000 feet below Gardnerville.
Shit.
Is
Oh,
it
wow.
really?
I didn't know
Pretty
that.
close, I think.
Wow.
Gets that low
Yeah.
at the base.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain.
Oh, so the Washoe Flats are lower than Gardnerville?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
But not Carson. Carson too?
Well, Carson is slightly lower than the part of Gardnerville that you would ski into.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I'm depressed about the season
Why is that?
because I had to pay the IRS, and the IRS took all my money.
Oh.
So I
you didn't
have
get a
yet to
pass.
get my pass.
Oh.
And I think it's still open. I'm not sure. I have to look.
They haven't closed off sales yet.
No,
they might
you-
have raised prices, but for years that doesn't matter.
Yeah, don't you get the
I mean,
military
yours
one?
is-
Yeah, but it still goes up a little bit, not much. It doesn't go up to like 600. It stays in the 500 range, but still.
It goes from 4
Yeah.
and a quarter to like 5 and a quarter or something.
Yeah.
Your veterans pass? Is that high now?
Yeah.
You're not thinking of the veterans pass. You're thinking of the active duty pass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like $175 or something.
Yeah, less than $200.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I was still active, I'd be hopping
Oh,
right
yeah,
on that.
You'd be all over it.
But
wouldn't you?
That's not even a day pass.
What do you
No.
mean?
It's cheaper than a day pass.
It's not even. That's not even the cost of a day pass.
Oh.
yeah.
Right? Isn't it 2 something this year?
I think.
I-
$259.
Yeah.
is going to be the most expensive Heavenly Day.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, single day ticket.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. Not a single pass or not a single day ticket in Europe is over $100, and most of our big mountains are between 2 and 3.
Yeah, well, that mean,
Capitalism.
you know, the average cost of internet in those countries is like $10, and it's the best internet in the world. And we pay fucking $100 for shit.
Right?
Which I had to call about my modem because
Yeah.
apparently my modem's out of date.
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
you got to take it in every 3 years.
2017 is when I got this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's out of date.
Just take it to charter. You don't have to do anything.
I
They
finally
just
called
replace
them.
it. They
Yeah.
just trade it out.
I called
just-
them and they're like, "All right, we'll ship one out to you." I'm like, "What do I do with this?" And they're like, you could take it to a shipping place or just take it to one of the charter places." I'm like, "Okay, I got to drive to Carson to drop this off then."
Yeah.
But I don't want to unplug it because I always forget about it. But if I could unplug it, hook the new one up, and have the old one in my car, perfect.
Yeah, bring it up here. I'll take it over to Charter when you come up one of those.
There's a
one of
charter
these
store.
nights.
There's a charter store in Carson.
Yeah, I'd have to drive up to
It takes
Carson.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but he's
I have to get a receipt, and
But
it
he's
has to be
coming
under my
here.
name and everything still.
Yeah, you'd have to come up early.
Yeah, I'd have to take it.
no, you can bring it. I don't think so.
Yeah, you have to be on the account.
Yeah.
They check your ID.
Okay. For returning?
Yes.
Yep.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
The one up here didn't do that for me.
They did it for me when I had to go do ours.
They just asked me where I lived and then took it.
Oh yeah, no, they checked my ID when I went.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I went to the one over at Zephyr.
Oh, those guys don't give a shit.
Dude, they could have cared less. I walked in and they were like, "What do you want?"
They're not there anymore.
No?
No, they're all. It's ski run now.
Oh.
Yeah, and the one that was in Gardnerville, they left. a
Oh,
couple
the
years
Zephyr
ago.
office was amazing because they just didn't care at all.
I miss those guys. Yeah. They didn't give a fuck. They're like, nah, we're good.
No, we don't.
Why
have
are you
to install it
bothering
here.
us? Get out of here.
Why are you
Leave.
bothering us?
Yeah.
Why,
it's basically
why
like,
did you come in here?
what's the shortest amount of time you can spend in this building?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a
We're
shit
going to
who
go
you
back to
are.
playing video games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It was a pretty good motto for them.
It worked out well for us.
Perfect.
Oh, my God. So
Maybe.
29 days, 30 days.
30 days.
There was snow in the field across the way.
Oh, was
Did
it?
you
Yeah.
see that coming in?
Today?
Yeah, the where they have the horseback riding.
Oh, the one where they blow it themselves?
Yeah.
They've been building a hill so they can test to see how long it lasts.
Oh, they started making snow at Mount Rose.
Oh, I bet. It's cold enough over there.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was getting cold. It's getting cold down in Carson.
It's getting cold at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, it's going to be 85 tomorrow, and the low's still like in the 40s.
Yeah.
Up here?
It,
Yeah.
it hit the 30s in Gardnerville last week, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were in the 36s for a couple
Yeah,
days.
I was right around there, yeah.
Wow.
Then I'm like, okay, well, I got to start shutting off the water and making
This
sure all
is-
that's good.
The strange thing about Gardnerville is that randomly it'll be colder than it is up here.
Oh, fuck,
yeah.
dude. That one day I drove through it, it was like -2, and I was like, what the fuck? It was 36 in Carson. I'm like, what? Where'd I go? What?
Yeah.
Well, the camp gets as much snow down there as it does up here.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I mean,
It did last year.
last year we got dumped,
It
but
won't
they
this
usually
year.
do because it blows. For some reason, it blows off the mountain into that area.
Yeah, but it won't this year.
Okay,
This year's going to be warmer.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah.
El Nino.
not a good snow.
No, it's even most of the big El Nino years I remember it even rains a lot at lake level up here.
Okay,
It snows up on the mountain, but it rains down here. So it's a really heavy snow up top.
I love when it does that. That's fantastic.
It does make getting around really easy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Oh, it's raining down here, but the mountains on the snow's got the mountain.
Well, in
Yeah.
the El Nino years, we also have it's heavier, so because
Yeah.
there's more moisture, so it's heavier. So you're pushing a lot of snow when you're skiing.
was it a Nino or a
Especially for
Nina
the-
last year?
Last year was a Nina,
Okay,
La Nina, but for like the
Nina?
guys who are beginning and stuff, that's what wears them out, is because
Oh, yeah.
up
they're
there?
trying to break all the time.
Skiing in crud.
Yeah.
The Sierra Cement.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Cement.
And doesn't it make you like wetter too?
Yes.
yeah, it sucks in the
Like
clothing
it just
more.
sticks. It just sticks on you.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely.
You definitely want the better weather protection gear.
You want your shell.
Yeah, your Gore-Tex. Although Patagonia went away from their proprietary waterproofing to they're putting Gore-Tex in their stuff this year.
They're going back to Gore-Tex?
Yeah.
Instead of that.
The H2No.
Really?
Was it not working out? I'm guessing.
No, it was good. It's probably just cheaper for them to contract for somebody else.
That's
Fair enough.
Saving money.
I mean, Gore-Tex is pretty much the gold standard.
It's not even getting cold here
Yeah,
enough for us to start making snow.
Yeah.
But we have up until, I mean, we can open the mountain with 10 days of snowmaking.
Yeah, so you'll have to start making snow by about the 5th.
Yeah.
Well, that's better though. I mean, it's easier than no because that's daylight savings too. First weekend in November.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect.
That less sunlight.
No, it's the same amount of
no, it's
sunlight.
the same
Is it?
amount of
Yeah.
sunlight, yeah.
The days are getting shorter, so it's less
Exactly.
sunlight
Bless you.
until December 21st.
And then
But
it's terrible because then they start
daylight
getting longer
savings just
again.
changes the sunlight hours,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's the same
No, it's
duration.
No. It's less.
God, I wish I had. I wish this was live right now, so I could just watch the comments.
Comments would be interesting.
But no, I'm right.
Wishful thinking.
Anyway,
I'm actually looking forward to ski season this year.
Are you gonna go up more?
I think so. I
Were
really
you looking?
hope so.
Were you looking forward to it last year, or were you down on it last year before it started?
So I
He
think,
was not excited for it last year.
No, I was. I was excited in November, and I went up, and I got excited, and then I don't know what happened, but I lost.
Snowmageddon happened.
No, not. Well, yeah, we got early snow, so we had snow early.
Everyone was like, pray for snow. Stop praying. Stop praying.
It did get really hard to get around town.
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah, but I mean, I had no excuse. I mean, I live on the shuttle line to get up there. Now, granted, the shuttles in every car that was going up to Cal Lodge were having a hell of a time getting up. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like even if I got into the shuttle, it'd still be a 20 to 30-minute ride.
Yeah. Last year was brutal.
Yeah.
It really was everywhere.
And I don't think it's going to be that way this year.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the big El Nino years I remember was less snow at lake level.
Right. I
There was rain.
we were talking the other day at the office, and we said, I want it to snow at 6,500 feet and up.
Yeah.
This stuff at lake level, that way it makes it easy to get around town.
Yeah, because it just rains.
Yeah, and we get heavy, even though we get heavy snow at the bottom of Gun Barrel, you know, not a lot of people. Well, there's a fair amount of people that will ski the face and ski Gun Barrel, and
Yeah, the face rats.
yeah. But I mean, you know what? That crowd's not small.
No, there's a lot of them.
No, yeah.
But they're the face rats.
I mean, it's probably close to 100. I mean, that many people.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it's cool to be
It's
on
less.
the face.
It's not 100 of the guys that only ski the face, because there's a collection of guys. It's probably 40 or 50
right that only
that
ski the face.
don't ski anything else.
And I
Seriously?
understand that because it's
Just
one
the face?
chairlift and you're getting great steep. I mean, you do get good, well, not great steep, but good steep.
Yes.
I mean, you know, some
isn't
of it's
isn't it
going to,
moguled though?
most of the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. They don't plow it anymore like they used to.
Bastards.
And that's because people are having problems stopping at the bottom.
That's what the building's for.
Oh yeah. It is a really short area at the bottom. There's no
run
run
out.
out.
Yeah, there's,
It's a little dangerous down
Dude,
there.
I came down. We did a night ski on World Cup.
Yeah.
We were just screwing around.
Okay.
It's just a random little blue run, right? And I ran down it pretty fast. And you realize real quick, even on World Cup where there's a little bit of run out, but not much.
Not
Yeah.
much. Yeah. There's.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you need to start stopping at the bottom of the incline.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I threw the brakes on pretty hard.
They just put those airbags up all along the building just to catch people like flies.
Did you stop? That's the question.
Yeah, I didn't hit the fence.
Not lucky you. I would have
Oh,
hit
there's
that
a
fence
fence?
and went
Yeah,
over.
there's perfect. You're fine.
There's a fence.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you send it down a 12-foot drop into the parking lot.
Exactly.
Well, the parking lot will catch you too. So
Yeah, that'd be me in the parking lot face first.
just lying there going, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So we were
I'm
up,
fine.
so we were up on the mountain doing. I was qualifying for UTVs and ATVs, and the guy that I was with, John, said, "You know what I'd really like to do is get one of those tires that are huge, big tires on the earth movers that you see in the mines,
Yeah.
and just roll it from the top of Gun Barrel and see where it ends up."
Oh my
Oh,
God.
dude, it would plow through the building.
Oh, I don't. Well, I don't.
you know
no,
what? It
Off
might.
to the right. Okay, going down the face. I think it would end up in Himmel House.
It'd jump the building. And then
Would
it would
jump
start
the-
it
it
would
would
start
almost
bouncing.
jump the parking
Yeah,
lot.
it'd start bouncing. It'd bounce through the parking lot. It'd bounce over the Himmel house and into someone else's house.
I think it would take out the fence above the green wall. I think.
Yeah,
it would
if you
just
went
have-
right. But if it caught the wrong slope and
Oh
started going
no, it's going
left,
definitely in the lodge. Which, you know what, they could remodel that lodge.
Sure.
they desperately need to
need
remodel
to.
that lodge. That lodge is old.
I don't know how you're going to explain the big tire that demolished it, but you know.
What's that big?
What happened here? I got no explanation.
What's that bar off of Maggie's?
Oh, Steins.
Steins.
Steins. That thing was set up horrible last year.
What do you mean?
Well, there was wind blowing through it. There's snow getting in. I was sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, having a drink.
Steins is at its best in the spring.
I figured.
Oh, it's a
Yes.
spring bar?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because they set up like plexiglass windows all around
Like
it.
it's mostly an outdoor bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not really a bar.
not designed to be in the weather.
It's basically a giant umbrella hut with a porch around it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, perfect.
And then they set up the plexiglass windows and everything to keep the wind shear down. And then they have the umbrella covering the top. But even then, part of it was falling in on one side because the snow.
Well, dude, any of the bars at Heavenly now are so hard to get into. There's so many people. East
Yep.
Peak is always buried.
Crowded.
Well, that's-
Tamarack,
Crowded.
forget
that's
about
why
it.
That's why
Crowded.
spring is so great.
Yeah.
You know, Sp-
But anytime the kids get back to school skiing, basically.
Boulder,
Yeah.
not crowded.
yes, Boulder not crowded.
That's because there's nothing there.
There's a lodge there.
Well, now they've got that high speed quad.
Above,
Oh, that's right.
above
They
at
did
North
build. They
Bowl.
did build
Yeah.
the quad up top.
You still
huh?
have to spend half an hour on
the boulder
the
chair?
boulder chair to get up
It's
there.
not- it's 8 minutes. it's not,
It's never 8 minutes.
yeah, because it's constantly stopping.
Because someone, like
doesn't
every
know how to
fourth
go off
chair,
the ramp.
someone falls in the lift ramp.
Yeah.
It's never 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, 12.
Yeah.
Half hour.
It feels, it's not as long as Galaxy used to be.
No.
When Galaxy was still that wooden,
2-seater?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your legs could go numb on Galaxy.
And that one, when they upgraded it to a 3-seater, it moves a little faster, but not much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still.
I used to do those 2-seater. It was so small. It was like a European 2-seater. So I'd get on it. People were like, "You mind if I ride this chair with you?" I'm like, "Nope,
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
don't do it."
I mean, here's the thing.
They should all be single seaters.
You know, if you're packing a bag lunch, it's a great chair to go over to and get on and eat your lunch on the way up the chair.
Oh, it's a
lift.
picnic.
yeah.
It's a picnic chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not. I mean,
Yeah, you come off. Listen, if you want to eat lunch, you come off Stagecoach. You make the left. You traverse around the corner, and then you drop either down that run or through the trees and have some fun. End up at Galaxy, and then however long it takes you to get up.
I think all
you could eat a
chairs.
sub sandwich.
I think it was 18 minutes or something.
Yes, you're right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So this is a stupid question. They don't use those chairs for snowboarding and skiing through the year, do they?
What do you mean?
Like the chairs you use to get up there. I know they use the gondola. I'm talking about the actual chairs when you're snowboarding and skiing that they
Don't
take
they?
you
Yeah.
up
Don't
in.
they take the chairs off the lift?
So
Some of them they do, right?
some of them are detachable.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we call detachable.
They don't
Are
really.
you talking about the chairlifts over at California Main Lodge, or
Yeah, both.
what chairlifts?
The only chairlift. I'll help. The only chairlift they run in the summer is Tamarack.
Okay.
But they don't take the chairs off.
No, they don't take the chairs off. Most of them.
I thought they did. They used to.
No, they have to
No.
take them off. They have to take them off and inspect them before the season starts.
Oh, okay.
Well, or like they don't have to, but they run them all into a group on the detachables because it's just easier to inspect them together.
yeah.
The fixed grips they have to inspect one by one. They run them through the lift gate and they inspect them before
Okay.
the season starts.
Next question. The cable for the chairs, how do they just inspect it as it rotates, or does that get changed out every couple years? Or
No, they're
No,
there.
but every 5 years they have to drop it and inspect it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, that may be the case. I don't know for sure.
see, because I always think about it when I'm sitting up there staring at the snow and the ice accumulating on it. I'm like, huh. Like, I wonder how much stress that thing could
I
take.
wonder if they drop sections at a time and then pull it back. I mean, gondola doesn't get, the rope line doesn't get inspected on the gondola.
I feel like it should.
Well, it gets inspected, but doesn't get dropped.
They probably look at it as it's coming through.
Yeah, I mean,
It gets the same annual inspection that every other chair gets.
right. Well, the chairs themselves and the gondola cabs themselves get checked every shoulder season. So in other words, the shoulder in between ski and summer, between winter and summer,
Yeah.
April. So in April they start doing chair checks until that's why the mountain doesn't open until the middle of June, because it gives them basically 2 full months
To do all their checks.
to do all their checks. And where they do, so the gondola checks are done right there at the top of the gondola I don't know if you ever recognized it, but there's the lift shack hub of the gondola, and then just south of that, so to speak, or as you're exiting on your right side, they can check gondola cars in there, and if they have to reinforce or do any kind of major work or something like that, they can drop them down to the garage below
Yeah.
and do work.
Lift cables normally require replacement every 4 to 5 years, according to most manufacturers.
Really?
Yep.
I can't imagine that any of the major ski resorts are actually doing that.
I mean,
No, I think they're just running inspections because they also send someone up in the
On the towers?
in the lift house where it runs through the lift gate. But the mechanic shack up top.
Oh, yeah, the hub.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll go. They can run. I'm sure they can run cable inspections up there.
yeah, you know.
I
you're
figure
probably
that's
right.
what they were doing is just like a visual inspection as it comes through.
Probably. I mean,
at this point, they probably have a camera that does it.
so they don't necessarily replace cables. They just inspect it. Should there be a defect, then I guess they would have to.
Yeah, it says if there's more than 3 wires broken in a strand, it needs to be replaced. So
There's like 3 strands, so up to 9 wires.
pretty much, yeah.
No, 3 strands in one cable.
Yeah.
In one wrap of the cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little scary thought.
It's
That's
Well,
what I just
actually,
started thinking
Because
about.
now that you mention it, like that, you would think that'd be a very obvious thing in
Right.
this town. You'd see a big pickup truck, like big semi truck with a bunch of wiring. Be like, oh, that's going to the ski resort. I've never seen that.
Which is why I asked, because when I sit
They're
up
flying
there
in.
and
They're
I look up
helicoptering
at that wire, I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen a truck with any of these on there. I don't think I've ever seen them inspect it or take it down.
So they are definitely
Yeah, how long is that? Now that I think about it,
they're definitely helicoptering the cable in.
You think helicopter? I think they just
Yeah,
truck it in first.
It's wrapped up.
well, yeah, but still, I mean, you truck it to like the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean they had to replace a bunch of cables at Sierra, so some have come through in the last 2 years.
True, I guess. Yeah. Well, how long is like an average lift? You think?
An average lift what?
Like how what's the distance on it?
The cable?
Sure.
Well, it varies on the distance that.
Well,
Like,
it's,
okay,
it's up and down, right?
Right. So try this one. The if I remember correctly, the gondola is 1 mile. Or is it 2.5? I think it's 2.5, just one direction.
So 5 mile
So you
cable.
got a 5
That's
mile
5 miles of cable.
or more.
Holy shit!
Lifting that would be a bitch.
I've never seen them
Having to
replace the cable
restring it.
for the gondola. I'm just saying.
They've never replaced the cable for the gondola.
Well, it's been up for more than 5 years.
Yeah.
It went up in 2010, I believe. So 13 years at this
Was
point.
it?
It was before.
I thought it was before
2010.
that.
Was it before that?
Yeah, because in 2009 was my first ride on it.
I thought it
then-
went up
then
in like 2000.
Yeah.
Well, it was either the year 2000 or year 2000.
Well, I guess
23 years.
I guess think about it, though. We don't
Yeah.
have those corrosive elements, really.
we
right?
Don't have
we don't have
salt.
salt. We don't have a lot of humidity. So I
Makes
imagine.
you think twice about those chairs that are a couple hundred feet up in Park City.
Fuck.
You think Park City's a challenge? You should see them at Whistler.
No, but they have a massive salt lake.
Oh Jesus, that's right.
all that corrosive water. Yeah.
But so does the salt from the. I mean, basically it's what
It doesn't suck up the salt as it evaporates up into the clouds.
It does not.
No.
Right. So what I'm saying is that Whistler is only 2,500 feet above sea level, and I don't believe it's more than 20 miles away from.
Oh, there's definitely corrosive over there for
there's-
sure.
Oh yeah. Well, unless it doesn't get that high.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine there's a coating on there too, right?
There should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some.
I've never seen a rusty.
I'm thinking oil.
I feel like those statements are safer to make here than if you were, say, in Europe.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
or on
Or-
the East Coast.
Well, like there's one video. It's the most terrifying video for anyone that skis or snowboards out of the ski resort in Georgia, like the Russian Georgia,
The one where it's going backwards.
the rollback.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Actually, I read in this one that a cable just snapped, and
Really?
the chair, like 3 of the chairs, just dropped 700 feet.
Yeah.
700 feet.
Yeah.
That's a really, really, really,
Precarious
really
chair.
high chair.
Yeah, that's what it says.
As a chair?
Said the
Or
whole
was it a
chair.
gondola?
It just said chair.
Where was that at?
I can look again.
Nobody was on it, right?
No.
Yes,
Guess what?
people were on it.
So they didn't
People
make
were
it?
on it.
Or did they make
Yes. In 1967, 42 people, including 15 children, lost their lives when the cable holding up their ski lift snapped. The car that they were in fell 700 feet.
Oh, that was a gondola.
Must have
Yeah.
It must have been a gondola,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a gondola.
Yeah.
Gondolas get a lot higher than chairlifts.
Chairlifts.
Yeah.
it? I think the
Although,
highest one is what,
there's-
100?
I mean, some of the chairlifts at Whistler give that. I mean, it's probably 300 to 400 feet, but it's fucking.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's.
I-
I mean, for the first time ever, when I was last skiing there, I puckered.
Really?
Yeah.
Ours is like 40, 50 feet, right?
Oh, yeah, ours are
Ours is-
low.
yeah.
There's
I
a-
pucker on that.
There's a couple of really high ones at Squaw or at Palisades. There used to be a really high one at Sierra, but I think they replaced it.
Yeah, I don't think I could get on those lifts.
Dude,
I'd refuse.
the gondola in the Redwood Forest made me pucker.
Well, the problem is you don't know because usually it goes over a ridge and then across a canyon. So you can't see the height, the peak elevation
yeah,
of
but
the
it's,
chair.
It's going across a canyon.
But you
You're
don't
not gonna
know that.
See me that in
Yeah,
there.
You can't see that.
You just see the clouds, right?
You're already on it. No. I mean, you're already. You can't see that from when you get on the chair.
Well, yeah.
So you don't know that until after the first ride.
So you're on it and you're like, oh. Yeah, see, I probably wouldn't get on that if I
Get
knew
me the
that.
fuck off this thing.
So there was the Palisades now, but
Yeah.
much earlier. Like I want to say that somewhere in the 70s, the tram that goes to the top.
The Fundatel.
The tram.
Isn't it called the Fundatel?
Is it called the Fundatel?
The Fundatel, because it's not technically a tram.
Really?
Yeah, because it rides on two cables.
More than two, actually.
Well, but it's got two arms.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's dual. It's
Right.
dual. Yeah.
So one of the cables dropped,
Oh shit.
and it dropped onto the car, and there were people in the car that did not make it.
Really?
Oh wow.
And the other part that was really hard is that it came to a hard stop.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're up there and you're going.
You're dangling
You're
in
in
the car.
there and you go, how in the hell
Well-
am I gonna get down?
And the Fundatel gets high.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a couple spots you look down and you go, oh.
Yeah.
All right, so if there's a lift called the
this.
Fundatel, I do not get on it. That's
No,
what you're
get on
telling
it.
me.
You gotta
No?
go over your.
Well,
feet.
you don't have to go. You don't have to go up the Fundatel to get up Squaw or to get up Palisades.
Nah, but if you want to get on top of that ridge, that Redwood Forest, let's go.
Nope.
They also have a tram too.
Well, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the tram.
But
when you're talking about the
but the
Fundatel-
tram if you can't drop one cable and have it still hang on.
because it runs more than one cable, though. There's
On a single system of wheels?
no, it was not a single system of wheels. There,
If it's the
There's-
one that reaches out on both sides,
Yes.
that's not the tram. That's the Fundatel. It's a thing. Because they actually describe specific modes of lift.
right.
So trams run on a single arm off the cabin.
But there's more than one. I mean, there's more than one.
Sometimes they run on one cable, but it's one
No,
one railing system.
Right.
And sometimes they have wheels on both sides. The Fundatel has multiple arms.
Right, but what I'm talking about is that the tram has 3 cables.
On April 15th, 1978, a particularly muscular Sierra blizzard struck Squaw Valley Ski Resort. The red tram, filled with 44 occupants, was heading steadily towards the base of the mountain when an unknown event caused it to dislodge from its support cables. Unmoored from the outside cable of the 2-cable support system, the car plummeted towards the ground nearly 100 feet below. The car fell 75 feet before the remaining cable tightened and bounced the terrified passengers back up towards the snowy skies like a yo-yo.
That's
Well,
what I
that's what
talking
was
about.
that?
78,
78.
before you were born.
It's, phone or something.
As disco.
That's disco.
Meanwhile, the outside cable, relieved of its load, jumped over the top of Tower 2, came loose of its moorings, and crashed towards the ground when it collided finally with the car, slicing the metal like a sharp cleaver through ripe fruit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
That's the accident I was talking about.
The 17-ton cable pinned 12 passengers to the car's floor. The enormous force killed 3 men instantly. The wives of those 3 were also in the car. While one of them struggled with her dead husband's side, the industrial-sized wire pressed into her skis and into her chest. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was major.
So it was a tram with a support cable plus his regular cable.
Well, yeah. So the difference isn't the number of cables, although it can be. The difference is the way the arm works.
The number of arms.
So a tram comes up, and it can have multiple sets of wheels on multiple cables, but it comes up on a single arm and then curls over.
Yes.
And then has a system.
Yes.
The
Food
Funitel has
has
two
two.
arms, one on each side of the car,
Right.
that both go out. So it's running on whole different systems on either side. Not that it would hold you up if one gave way, but
Yeah. So, but
it increases the
The
workload.
car was more like like we have a gondola. That was kind of the style of cabs that they had on the Funitel, and we used to call it the gondola, and we would.
No. The Funitel's massive cab. It holds like 30 people.
Yeah, it's wide.
Then we're talking about two different types of lifts.
It's gigantic. They take entire like parties up to dinner up there when they run. They used to run high camp.
So what you're telling me is it's the size of this room.
It's big.
It's probably about the size of this room, yeah.
It's about from the arm of that chair to that wall, as far as length. Width, it would be closer to the two walls behind you,
Me and
you
Lane.
So, I mean, it's a good sized car. They'll put about 100 people in there easily.
How many people run in the tram at Heavenly?
75, I believe.
That one trip?
Yes, in one car.
In one car.
Yeah, I
No
don't think
way.
I'd
So
hop on
there's
that.
That is an old tram.
That is
Really?
an old tram.
I would not get in there with 75 people. Fuck that.
Oh, we did it. We had a something for school. We had a dinner up there in the summer,
Okay.
and
Just
there was
stuff-
like 200 people going up, and they were just loading massive groups of
oh
us on
my
this
God.
thing.
I don't think I would have gotten on that.
Fuck that. I'll take the next car when it comes back.
I'll go in the empty tram.
Well,
right.
Well, there's only two cars.
Yeah, I was
they just
gonna
go
say.
back like when one
Exactly.
goes up, the other goes down.
2 trips. I'll go in the empty one. I'll go on the
I'll
third
take the
trip.
last ride.
Yeah.
This is the last one. No, it's the next one is the last one. I'm getting on that one. But you'll be the only one. Don't care.
They do when they have to do.
And I don't think they fill it to full capacity.
No,
No.
probably not at that age.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the wall. I still don't think they're the wall chair.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they load that to full capacity ever.
Right. They skip chairs.
Yeah,
Yeah. That makes sense.
You have to.
Well,
you do have to.
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't have to.
Yes,
you do have to.
Yes,
you
you
know
do.
why you have to on that chair?
Tell me.
Because if it's fully loaded and it stops, can't pull itself out of the hole. It's not strong
Yeah,
enough anymore.
yeah, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ah, so they need to
you're
replace the
replacing.
motors.
Yeah, you're replacing that tram, that whole ski lift, if it stops like braking.
Eventually, they'll just be carrying a quarter of what it can.
Fuck.
Meanwhile, there's us that just jump on these chairs and go up and slide down. Whatever.
There's a
that.
there's
No,
a group of us.
Not to scare anybody away now.
There is a group of us that just throw caution to the wind.
Yep. There's the
And don't
fucking.
even and
Fuck it. Let's go.
I think I understand now. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. That's one of those ones. There are statistics you just don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to not think about it at Heavenly because the chairs at Heavenly are low.
True.
Yeah. If it's gonna break, you can jump off and you'll be okay.
It's less
Maybe a broken
easy
leg.
to not think about it in places like Park City or Whistler.
See, I gave you guys something to think about now. You're welcome.
Oh, dude, I think about it every time the chair stops. Like, what's my exit strategy?
I always think
As soon
about
as
it.
you're rocking up there, you're like, okay.
I sit up there and I just stare at the cable like, this is pretty old. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, I'm like, I look around. I'm like, can I make that tree? Can I make the tower? Are we close enough? Like, what's my exit strategy?
It's more than likely.
Am I
has, like,
taking my belt
galvanized
off and
coating.
Indiana Jones and get to the next one behind me? Like,
So there was somewhere that and I don't know where, but the chair stopped, and they could not get it to run again. So ski patrol had to get up on the towers.
Oh, and rope everyone down.
Rope rescue.
And then come down the cable
Yeah.
to the lift, to the chair, get on the chair.
Conveniently, now they just have the thing they shoot up.
Oh yeah,
And
the
it
rope.
just goes
Yeah,
up
but
and
you gotta,
over.
but you gotta have a professional up there to rope
Nope.
people down.
No. Goes up and over. You just pull the harness up. You tell the person to put the harness on, and then you go, okay, we're going to lower you down. And that's it.
Interesting.
It's like a 4-man job.
Yep.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Okay, that's.
I mean,
that's
I
awesome.
imagine there's a height limit for that. So like if there's a certain height limit, you are having the professional rappel guy go
Right.
get you. But for the most part now, it's just this pneumatic like launcher, and it just shoots the rope up and over.
You just gotta
And
have
then they
somebody who
just
can
have
aim.
have the 4 guys that hold you up and bring you down. Yeah, it's fun. Looks fun.
It looks fun. I don't know.
Not if you have to pee, you know.
That's not.
Listen, if
well,
that
for a
happens
guy,
up there, I'm
that's
just
not
going.
an issue. For the woman, that
yeah,
might be an
yeah.
issue.
But actually, you're just going. You're just like,
Yeah.
fuck it, let's just go.
It's like a race. It's like
not
driving
the-
a race car.
Not the most embarrassing thing you've done today.
Well, they were. I mean, they had people that were stuck on Comet for like 3 hours.
Is that right?
What, 5 seasons ago?
I don't remember.
Just cracking jokes with each other because they can't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, they gave them all.
Oh yeah.
They gave them all like swag and free lift tickets. If they didn't have passes.
Yeah. They,
Oh, we're so
compensated
sorry.
for the
So sorry.
Ah.
day.
So what you're telling me is I should bring a carabiner that can support my weight and a rappel clip and just rappel down myself.
Yes.
I don't honestly. That's not the what. Like the video that bothers me is the rollback.
Yeah.
I've never seen the rollback.
Oh my
You've never
gosh.
seen that video?
Nope.
Oh, we'll bring it up when we're done
Yeah,
shooting.
show you later.
I don't think
That's-
I'd enjoy it.
I mean,
it's
Have you been on it?
fantastic.
have I? But no.
No.
You refuse?
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Like
No,
People
here's the
died.
thing. If you're on it, you're getting off
broke.
it as quick as you can.
It broke and went in reverse is what happened. And
it went in
people
reverse
just-
at an uncontrollable speed.
And then
Ooh.
and then chairs break off at a certain point.
when they get to the hub, the chairs
Yeah, they whip around
they whip
and they
around
fling off.
and they,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you have to jump the chair.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are people like the dudes were hanging on, and
Yeah.
people are screaming at them, "Jump!" Like, how do you not jump?
Too high. Won't do it.
No, because it's down at the bottom. You're only talking about like 10, 12 feet.
Oh, I do it then. I let go.
Now you're moving backwards at like 35 miles an hour, but
Still, tuck and roll.
oh, dude, I would have dropped my board or my skis way up the mountain and
Oh,
been
yeah.
fully prepared to just tuck and roll off that thing. Like,
I would have hung off of it as best as possible.
Facing the direction it's going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's,
I mean,
that's
I don't
what I
know.
was thinking.
But
I'm
you
like,
know what? When you're in a situation like that and you panic,
Worst
it's
thing you can do.
It's tough.
Worst thing you can do is freeze up.
Right. Well, no, I'm thinking, yeah, you panic, so you're at a loss for what you don't know.
Well,
You're at a
not to
lo-
mention, like, even if you're talking about, like, hanging on, like, climbing down and holding on, facing that direction, you also got to think about arm strength, how long this is going to take for you to get down to that point.
Right.
Will
Yeah.
I still hold on to that point?
Well, you
oh,
always-
if you're hanging on, like if you were hanging on and not sitting in the chair, people had a hard time sticking out around the whip. People were getting flung off,
Yeah.
not
It-
by
it's-
choice.
It's crazy.
That's why I'm like,
If you were hanging, no one has the grip strength to hang on.
No.
well,
Like
you're not
when it
gonna-
turns
No,
that
no,
corner.
But
No,
you're
like,
not,
hold on to that point.
You try and do it higher up the line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely higher
about
up the
about
line.
50 feet away.
I mean, I would have been spotting it
Yeah.
like the whole time, and then there's just a spot where you're like, I mean, you find like the first time it's low enough, you're looking at it and you go right there, gone.
I can make that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I've been on a chair and it went back 10 feet. And I'm like going, holy fuck, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, and then it stopped. And it's like, oh shit. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
and I was surprised that chair because most of those chairs have
The braking
Like a
system.
Safety.
they have a braking system and then they have a braking system, which basically just fires a steel rod into the transmission
and kills the engine.
and locks everything.
Yeah, it locks it in place. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, the video on the one that we saw was somewhere in the eastern
Yeah, it's in Georgia.
It's in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And that was an old
Yes.
chair.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was not something
That
like
was Soviet
what
built.
what we
The secondary braking
ride
system was a
today.
guy with a steel rod throwing it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
But no, they've got a mechanism, and the chairs aren't functional after it fires.
Yeah.
Is the problem?
You have to replace
But
the whole system.
So I've been told it stops the chair dead.
Yeah. It's supposed to.
And while everybody's like going 35 miles an hour backwards, they just fling off.
Yeah, but that you're kind of used to. You wouldn't fling you off. You just like there'd be a point you'd be holding on to something because it would kick you back, and you'd be staring. Like the chair would be vertical, and you're just staring down to the ground. Like, oh,
Don't let go.
You know what's interesting is the gun barrel chair, right?
yeah,
One of my buddies that I used to work with up there said, you know what they really need to do is they need to run that chair the opposite direction. So you go up on the western side of the chair as you're going up the mountain, and you have that ramp,
oh yeah, it's a huge lift gate over there.
right? So,
And it'd be so much easier just to ski into the flat
right.
on the one side. Oh yeah, for 100%.
And then what also happens is that you don't get cross traffic.
Oh, I do that. Cross traffic's a mess.
Oh God, yeah, and I mean it would totally alleviate that.
Well, how many-
situation.
how
I
many
just don't know
times-
if you can do it.
How many times you've dropped off of Patsy's? Is that Patsy's? That chair?
Yeah,
Like you get up and then
Patches
you drop
and
down,
groove. Yeah,
and then you drop down that slope.
Yeah.
And you're just watching, like, you're just trying to find the window between people skiing off the top of Gun Barrel.
Just so you can get in there.
yeah. I've never hit anybody there, but I've come close.
I bet.
Yeah, I
And
had
I've
to
scared
go.
the shit out of some people.
I had to cut the corner left and go on to where it actually drops, like you know where they carve it out,
Yep.
because someone just stopped,
Right.
and then there were people in front of them, so I had to go high left.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Did you drop onto the off ramp?
Yeah.
Of the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel for you. Glad to see you made it.
That's a professional over there.
Everybody was.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, I saw it happen, and as soon as it happened, I probably muttered something like, God.
Mother. Son of a-
Mine would have been. Oh fuck.
oh,
Yeah, you just know where you're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went down one time.
Just don't hit
and
a
I
kid. Just
shot
don't hit a
the
kid.
gap-
Just don't-
I shot the gap and I cleared it, and I didn't. And I saw this group of people just standing there, and I go, "Oh, I'll go behind them." Well, you know how they have that roped section for snowmobiles?
Yeah.
I hit that rope. I hit that rope. Fortunately, at the bamboo.
oh.
And the bamboo and the rope no longer existed.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, I'm going probably a good, 12 miles an hour? I mean, we're moving, right? I mean, I don't think I'm going 25 for
Yeah.
sure, but I'm moving. And I don't see what I had hoped I would see is that rope and bamboo. And I'm 225 pounds, and I'm moving at let's give it 18 miles an hour?
Yeah.
I mean-
Fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Uncomfortably fast for the situation you're in.
well, yeah, I should have been smarter about it, but I was too, no.
I mean, that
wasn't.
doesn't look nearly as foolish as the person who's bombing down whatever run, and there's a bunch of random people that stop in the run,
Oh, God.
and they end up getting folded up in the slow sign.
Yep.
Has that happened to you?
I'm just,
No.
I've seen that video.
I gotta go back in my archives here if I've ever done that. And
I've seen the
There's
Jerrys.
a good chance I might have done that.
Yeah.
There's a good chance I might have done that.
No, I mean, if I was on a snowboard, I would definitely be trying to ollie that sign. If that happened to me.
Well,
Fair.
by the time I'm heading for that sign and I realize that I'm heading for that sign,
Too late.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
would've
and
folded
I'm
it.
just looking at putting my skis right on that sign
Yep.
and
Yeah.
using it as
Well, the good news on a snowboard, if you have really strong legs, is you can stop fast.
right.
Like you just turn your board heel side and just crush into your legs,
Yeah.
and you're gonna stop pretty quick.
You'll eat up a bunch of snow and stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder Who would stop faster, you or me?
Oh, we're getting a test going.
So sounds like a challenge has been thrown down.
No, it's not a challenge. It's an evaluation.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a tough
probably
one.
probably
Because I know I
similar.
can stop pretty well,
Yeah.
but I mean, you've got a much bigger board. You got much more surface.
Yeah, I mean, the multiple edges would help you a lot.
Okay.
But Lane has good leg strength too, so
Yeah.
you're digging that deep into them.
Yeah, I can push my board down hard.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess it would.
He's killing
would
that
definitely-
one.
And I'm using, when you're doing it on a snowboard, you're using your biggest muscles, especially when you go heel side.
Yeah.
You're
but-
just pressing down with your glutes and your quads, just hammering straight down to the ground.
And his squats were 500.
But you're also doing that with skis.
Aren't you
yeah, but you're a
sideways?
little off position because you're sideways.
True. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't think pizza's going to slow you down.
I'm not a pizza guy.
Dude, pizza does not slow you down.
No.
Well,
If
It
you're
can.
going more
It
than
can.
15 miles an hour, pizza does not slow you down.
Not fair.
so there's a guy that was on the staff, right? And he was a European guy, and that's how he came to a stop.
Really?
Every
Always,
time.
Every time was pizza.
I don't know if I'd trust pizza.
impressive.
Well, it was impressive, but he didn't last long.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
He did not last long. I mean, he was up there maybe only 1 or 2 days a week anyway,
Yeah.
but he'd gotten warned maybe 3 times in a season, and they finally said, "Yeah, you know what? I don't think this is the right fit for you."
Well, yeah,
Which,
because it's still
fortunately, is good.
stopping on pizza still gives you still quite a bit of distance. It's not stopping on a dime.
It doesn't slow you down very quick.
Yeah.
No,
But listen,
It's-
French fry when you should have pizza. Gonna have a bad time. Oh my god, dude, I can't wait. I haven't watched South Park in, I don't know, almost 20 years.
Yeah, but the Disney episode?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna watch that special. The Panderverse.
When's that supposed to come out?
A couple weeks, I guess.
Yep, we're going to check that one out.
so I know you guys have not been liking Netflix a whole lot.
Yes. There's just nothing on it, really.
Well, The Fall of the House of Usher, I liked. It had some slow parts where I could have skipped, but it's an Edgar Allan Poe based story. And it gets into, some of the diatribes that they get into is very poetic and lengthy.
Lane,
But
definition.
It's a tough
Poetic.
Diatribes.
diatribe. Well, it's probably not a diatribe because it's more of a monologue, actually. Diatribe is when it's more than one person, it's like 2 or 3 people.
Got it.
And that it's I believe it's a discussion. That it doesn't matter.
It did to me because I needed to know the word to get to where I
Right.
needed to be.
I mean, no, I get that. And I'm trying to paint a picture of what it looks like rather than,
What it is.
rather than defining it. Anyway, so I've liked it. I've just finished it. It was tough to get through, but I also see the Edgar Allan Poe in it, and I enjoyed that.
What is this called?
The Fall of the House of Usher.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. Don't get me wrong. It's not,
It's not that I don't like the stuff Netflix is doing inherently. There's nothing, it's just that they haven't put out a lot of good original content lately.
I believe this was original content. But,
Probably was.
yeah,
But there's
no,
it's
you're right.
slowed down a lot.
Right,
And I think they specifically cut down their production budget quite a bit.
I believe they did. I mean, I believe that was actually a media or a press release.
Yeah, I think so.
But I clicked on a couple others that I'm going to be watching that are on my list.
Okay.
But I mean, if you like Edgar Allan Poe, right, and you're familiar with his work, I think you'll really appreciate the Netflix Fall of the House of Usher.
Okay.
Okay.
I will give it a look.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect that it would be something. I don't know. Welcome
Anyway.
back, Casey.
That got quiet.
It did.
I think we're about done.
it did get quiet.
Yeah, we're at 115, so
Yeah. That is probably.
Casey, what do you think?
What's
Are we
that?
done?
Are we? We can be. Do you have any predictions for Formula One?
Ooh.
It's Austin.
I think it's going to be.
Don't say it. Don't you fucking say it. Don't say it.
I think it's
Don't
going
you,
to.
don't say it.
I think.
Don't
It's,
you fucking say it.
how about at least one McLaren will place in the top 3?
I mean, that's obvious. Piastri probably.
Yeah, but you won't let me say anything else.
Well, as long as it doesn't include that other guy, that Dutch guy.
Yeah, but how do you make a prediction without him at this point? No one is willing to run him off the road.
Well, apparently no one's going to clip him, which is bullshit. As I would.
I mean, I would say maybe he's going to take it easy because he's a guy at the championship, but he's not.
He's not that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? You think Checo's going to perform?
No,
No.
I think he's done.
Yeah, he's probably retired. Although, if Danny Rick is confirmed to drive, so check your roster.
Yeah, they didn't change. I did. They haven't changed
They
it
haven't
yet.
changed it?
I am dropping Joe for Danny Rick, and then that'll save me enough money that I can
get
go pick up
McLaren.
McLaren over Aston for the constructors,
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
and that'll be the team that I finish the season with.
There you go.
I mean,
like
not
it.
that it matters. I'm already so many points up.
Yeah, you smoked it.
I don't. I part of me doesn't want to make any changes.
You've Dutchmaned your opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got 300 points on him.
ooh,
that's gross.
Yeah.
is.
It got
That's
bad.
gross.
it's horrible.
So speaking about wins, our Vegas Knights, I've been watching them, and we have 5 wins.
It's preseason,
No.
isn't it?
This is
This is the season. Season started.
Oh, that's right. It's
Yeah.
preseason for basketball.
We're doing pretty good so
Preseason.
far with the Red Wings and the Golden Knights. They're both doing
Sweet.
well.
We've beat the
Wait,
Kraken.
don't leave out the Ducks for Lane. You gotta get Duck scores there.
Oh yeah, the Mighty Ducks.
So we beat the Ducks.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Kraken, Sharks,
Yeah.
the Ducks, and then who did we just take down?
So
We just took down Dallas.
So we haven't played anybody hard yet.
Dallas was tough.
Dallas floundered.
It was one.
They floundered.
It was one in a shootout. It was not
Yeah, they floundered.
regulation.
They floundered. What you're
Plus, they
saying.
have that captain with the big fucking C on his chest.
So I said 5, but that's actually 4.
Why don't you sell advertising for that scene?
Put a fucking missing child sign on there.
So you're 4-0 right now. I'm 3-1 with the Red
Hey,
Wings,
There you go. The
We're
Red
probably
Wings.
1 and 3.
Yeah, and you know what?
and the Ducks 1-1.
But there's so many. It's 82 games, I think, in the season.
Yeah, and we're just starting.
Yeah, it's a lot of games.
Yeah.
A lot of games.
I'm doing the fantasy, so I mean, it's.
Oh, there you go.
I learned some new things about the fantasy that I didn't know last year, so I'm switching out players when I can and when I need to when they're injured. So
Nice. Yeah.
got like 3 that are injured that I changed out.
You actually had to pay attention to your bench.
Yeah. I was actually sent a message and it came from a friend. It says, "Hey, why don't you switch out some of your bitches? IRL is what it said." And I'm like, "Wait, what? Like, what are you talking about?" And then I read it again. I'm like, IR. Oh, got it. Okay.
Injured
How do I do
reserve.
that?
Injured what?
Injured reserve.
Reserve.
Yeah.
Reserve.
Yeah.
The only other thing too is the 20th is the new season of Bosch.
Ooh.
So
How's that going to be?
it's the second season of Bosch Legacy. First season was good.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was it was different.
Yeah.
This one, I think his daughter gets kidnapped in this one though, so it's like Taken and
Didn't
Bosch.
she already get kidnapped?
Yeah,
No, did she?
I
she
think
got
in the
kidnapped
original
last
series.
episode.
Oh, that's right, she did. Yeah, so it's a continuation, I
Oh
guess.
yeah. And you, the 20th of October. The
Yes, 20th of October.
So at the end of this tomorrow.
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 Well,
no,
Friday.
Friday.
Right.
Is that an episodic release?
Yeah.
Yes. So,
So I'll be
it's
watching
10
it in
episodes.
December?
Yeah, give
Yeah.
it 10 weeks,
Yeah.
and you can watch it, which will be just in time for Reacher.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's
Because
good.
Reacher is sometime in December. They say they haven't given a date, but it's sometime in
Are
December.
those all
Yeah, but that's also going
Prime?
to be. I believe you're right, Kevin. I think they're all prime.
Bosch is freebie.
freebie?
Oh,
Okay.
is it?
Yes,
And
So there's
Reacher is
commercials.
Prime.
there is commercials.
So, but Reacher
Reacher is Prime, so there'll be no commercials.
But will it be episodic?
The
Release?
last one wasn't. The last one was all at once.
Okay.
So I think, but the last episode, the last season of Jack Bryan was episodic.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think they've
You mean
switched.
the last season of 24?
Yes, it was 24.
I
You're not
still
wrong.
think
haven't
they've
finished
switched
it.
to that.
I started watching it and I'm like, I'm gonna wait.
All right. I say we call it.
Let's call it.
Kevin, take us out.
Yes.
This has been another The Daily Torch podcast. It is great to see my buddies again. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.